see a head. He's moving it now. They have two forelimbs, two hind limbs. They even have fingers. I think these guys have 5 or 4, and a tail. And inside they have a beating heart, lungs, a liver, a pancreas, intestines, a skin, and a very small brain. And they're very, very capable of running and outrunning their prey. But if by any chance part of their tail or their limb gets cut off, they can regenerate the entire thing. So you see, I'm just going to see if I can make him move a little bit so that you can see those limbs. You see how detailed they are? Now, Doug was entranced at the rehearsal and asked me to get this little guy, now this didn't happen in the rehearsal, to get this little guy and show you what his belly looks like, because his belly is beautiful and red. Isn't that pretty? Now I'm going to do another trick, which is, he's so cute, I'm going to kiss him and turn him into a prince. That was for you, Doug. Okay, Guy, that's enough for you. Back in the story. Now, he's lucky. He didn't get his leg cut off. He just got a kiss. But what I'm going to show you is what happens if you do cut off the leg of a newt. And for that, we have a beautiful video. So let's start the video. Now, we're going to have a look at the way in which an amputated limb grows over the course of about 90 days in a salamander. That's a time-lapse movie, watching that thing grow. And now we're going to see what's really going on. Here's the salamander, and it's got a completely new limb. It looks perfect. It has inside bone, it has nerves and muscle, and it can even wiggle. In fact, it's perfect. Now we're going to cut it off. But here's the good news. It grows back. So don't be too scared. First, wound healing. Did you see that wound heal? Now we're watching what the newt can do that we cannot do. Cells are streaming out of the surrounding tissues into the area of the wound and forming what we call a blastema, which is a group of undifferentiated cells that are in fact really just like stem cells. And they're multicolored because they come from skin, from muscle, and even from cartilage. And these have a miraculous memory of what they used to be and are able to form a perfectly functional limb. And that happens all within anywhere from 30 to 90 days, depending on the size. Those little guys would do it faster. So we'd like to know more about how that works. One thing that I should say is that unlike the planaria, the limb that's cut off cannot make a new newt. And you might want to know why that is. Because in theory, you could ask, well, maybe you can just clone the nose, as Woody Allen would say. But we can't, and here's why. Let's have a closer look at what's going on when that regeneration blastema, or group of cells at the tip, starts to really do its trick. So there's the amputation plane of a really early stage in which all those cells have moved up. And inside that blastema are cells